Assalamu alaikum students. So today we will finish our chapter number 1, that is the call of the soil, uh, that is written by Venkateshwaran Iyer, and we have seen the first crop and the scent of the rice, which we have already done. Page number 29 is done. So now we will move towards the end of this chapter. Sometimes we have to fall in line with the community, he lamented. Hybrids need more water, fertilizers, and pesticides. He said that yields were good initially, but of late had reduced a lot. Now, see, Venkat Iyer, when he went to meet different types of people to get the idea of Kasbai, a traditional rice, he met Baban, and most of the people were not in favor of this rice as it requires lots of time, and people nowadays want a rice with its shorter in period. And he said that we now eat that hybrid rice. So, but somehow he got the information. So he is telling you that sometimes we have to fall in line with the community, he lamented. Baban is speaking now कि sometimes हमको वो करना पड़ता है जो सब कर रहे हैं. Hybrids need more water, fertilizers and pesticides. He said that yields were good initially, but of late had reduced a lot. Nowadays, what the people are in demand of hybrid rice because the consumption is more and the demand is more. So definitely the product will be more in number. So the people and the farmers, what they are doing, they are making hybrid rice to give more and more demand to the customers. Besides, he said that each year they have to increase the quantity of urea and pesticides they used. It was as if the newer hybrids had an insatiable appetite for chemicals. यानी कि हम जो खा रहे हैं that is बिल्कुल the chemical means insatiable means to satisfy the which is not at all important or not is impossible to satisfy the appetite. He told us that even when there were flash floods in the 60s, Kasbai had stood its ground. He fondly remembered how the rice was still standing when they all returned to the village after the floods had receded. Such was the strength of the rice, but look what we have done here. The person is explaining when flood came in 1960s is talking about all the villages vanished, but only the field of the rice were there. This is the strength of that rice. Now we will move further. As he went on reminiscing about the rice, we gently guided him back to the reason for our visit, the Kasbai seeds. He was sure that there was not a single villager in his area who would have the seeds of Kasbai. So the person from whom he is gathering the information, he was sure that nobody in the village have that seed of that rice. According to him, the only people who still grieve it were the Adivasis in a hamlet at the foothills of the mountains in the next village, Asarwari. We bid farewell to Devhanda, who lovingly blessed us and said, Mahalakshmi, the local goddess, will give you the seeds of Kasbai. Now, Mr. Iyer went with the blessings of Handa, and he gave the blessings that Mahalakshmi, the local goddess, will give you the seeds of Kasbai. And he also gave the address that only Adivasis may have the seeds of Kasbai. Now next, in Asaravari village, we asked the Sarpanch to help us as we were not very fluent with the local dialect. Now wherever we are going, we need to speak into the local language. Wherever we are going. So the local dialect, he went to one person to communicate with the villagers. He sent his assistant Jeevan with us into the hills after a half-hour walk through thick vegetation. Crossing numerous streams and ditches and scrambling over rocks and gravel, we reached the sleepy hamlet of Boripada. Now, see, the writer is now came into the Asarvari village, and because he wants to give one person who can speak to the villagers in their own language, so the Sarpanch gave him one person who his name is Jivan. So they all went to Boripada. There were just two ramshackle houses in front of us, and we wondered if this was the right place. When they went to the Boripada, they can see only two houses were there, and that too in a ramshackle state. Means that also in. So they all went to see into the village, Asravari village. Gravel means rocks, ramshackle means damaged. Only two houses were there in the village. A wrinkled old woman sitting before one of the houses looked at us with curiosity. As we approached here, we signaled to Jeevan to ask the crucial question. Now, when we went into the village, we saw only one old woman. She was sitting, that too, she was looking with very curiosity to them, Jeevan and to the Venkat Iyer, and we told Jeevan to ask the question, for which they went to the forest or the village. She muttered in reply, and we looked at Jeevan for a quick interpretation. He broke into a smile and informed us that she did have the rice and wanted to know who you were and why we wanted it. So now see, this is very important. Now she said that we have the seeds. She said that I have the seed, and why you want it, and whom you were. It was a difficult task to keep a straight face, and I had to control a strong desire to hug her. Now, due to very much happiness, he want to hug that lady, the old lady, because he is very happy. He is searching that rice from long ago. After searching for months, we had found the elusive Kasbai. We explained to her that we were from Pet nearby and we needed the seeds to grow it. And whatever were the consequences of these situations, he explained to that old lady through the Jeevan. We asked for 100 kilograms of rice, she muttered and scolded. She gave all 10 kilograms of rice to the Iyer. Jeevan interpreted that she had never heard of Pet Village and also didn't have a weighing machine. So now the old woman, because she is in Asravari village and that too in the Adivasi area, so she said, I don't have the weighing machine. She was willing to give the seeds only in baskets. She said that she will give the seeds into the baskets. We asked for a single basket of rice and Jeevan told us to pay her something. I handed over a 100 rupee note, and for the first time in the last 10 minutes, her face broke into a smile. She nodded her head in approval. उसने एक small basket दिया and I gave her 100 rupees. As we walked back against the fading sunset, leaving behind a smiling old lady, I couldn't help but wonder that here, nestling in the foothills of an unknown mountain away from the hustle and bustle of the road or the city, were the real people of India. Now see, the writer is telling you that they're far away from this, the hustle and bustle, shor sharabe se dur. Who are they? They are the real people of India. These were the people who still held on to the rich biodiversity of our land, and no one even cared about them. The people Adivasi, they have the very old tradition methods. They had never heard of hybrids, fertilizers or pesticides. Whatever they eat, they are free from all these things. Hybrid, they don't eat. Pesticide, they don't know. They just gave their rice and ate what they got. The old lady we met had probably never left Boripada. Her world was unspoiled by progress, and for once I was grateful for that. This is the end of this chapter. I hope you have understood very well. If you have any questions regarding this chapter, write the question on my personal WhatsApp window. You can send the message. And if you have any doubts, please watch or listen the video very carefully. Thank you.